Hey guys, do you want to know how to make a rank system with a progress bar like this in UEFN? Well, I'll show you today. Alright, so we're back in UEFN, and today we're gonna be making a rank system way better, like miles better than the old one, because it like works really good in multiplayer and it saves like perfect. Alright, so yeah. What we're gonna start out by doing is we're gonna island templates, right? We're gonna make a new template. I'm just gonna do this for me. I mean, if you already have a map, then you could follow along. But so we're gonna go to project name. I'm gonna call this rank system tutorial with progress bar. Oh, it's too long. Okay, I'll just put W instead. But there, great. Now we're just creating our new project here. All right. So we're here, right? And yeah, so we're gonna go to verse explore, right? And we should probably make a new device, right? For our rank system. So let's call this rank system. I don't know. I guess I'll just call it rank system. Cause it's not really another name I would like to put. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do create, okay? And then we're gonna save that for later. So what I wanna first set up is our devices we're gonna need, okay? So we're gonna first set up our tracker. So let's get out a tracker here. All right, and we could call this whatever we want, but I'm just gonna call it like elimination. Okay, elimination tracker. Okay, and stat to track eliminations. Target value 0. Assign on game start, yes. And then let's go down here. Make sure this is not on. Reset when first spawn. That's very bad if you have that on. When target reached, we're gonna do nothing. Winning team. That's whatever. Show on HUD, no. Show progress off. Self-eliminations, no. And if you want to test with sentries, you can enable non-player eliminations, but I'm not gonna use sentries, okay? Yep, so now I'm just gonna go see here, use persistence, auto-save, auto-load, and there we go. That's basically all we need to do for our tracker. But what I forgot to mention last video, okay, which is very wrong of me doing, because I don't know how I forgot this. If you want your device to, if you want your, rank to actually, and I mean actually to save, okay, we're gonna have to use a save point device, okay? I'm gonna show you what setting for that. Just go here, move tool, push this up. Okay. So we need auto save, auto load, yep, initial spawn is good, and I don't know, these are your choices if you want to save loadout, you want to save all this. I'm not going to save player location, there we go. And let's see, save health and shield, no, I'm not going to do that. Save, yeah, it saves everything, and that's basically all we have to do for this thing. That's all, there you go. So now we got those devices. Alright, so now all we really need to do is actually make our device, and we already had that. So now let's go to verse explorer, and we'll double click this. But one thing I want to mention, before we start working in our rank system device, okay, I want to know that all the code is available in the comment section in our website. Okay, all the code is available, you can get it in there. Okay, yeah. So there you go, so we have this, but actually, okay, what we're gonna do is actually make a new file, okay? And this is very like, if you learn from this, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, because this is gonna help out a lot, okay, with your verse learning experience, we could say that. Yeah, so what we're gonna actually make is player variables, so they have separate variables. That means we can actually do more things, okay? Because we could allow players to have their own goals, their own separate things, okay? And that's what we're actually going to do with this rank system. So we're going to call this whatever we really want. I'm going to call this player variables dot verse. Okay, there we go. Okay, and don't mind this, I have GitHub Copilot. It helps me a lot sometimes. But yeah, so we made this, right? So what we're going to start out by doing is grabbing some imports / using. We're just gonna get the first 3 services, and then we're gonna get some more. So we're gonna do using, okay, using, and then inside of here we're gonna put /fortnite.com /character. Pretty sure it's characters. Yep, using. We're gonna do another using, and we're gonna get /verse.org /simulation /tags. Okay. We don't actually need all these. When I think about it. So when I made this rank system, I just copied whatever I had in this one. So we don't actually need this, really. Okay. We really only need 3 other ones. Okay. So I'm sorry about doing that. But we're gonna actually need Unreal Engine.com / temporary, not characters. Why did, okay, whatever. But spatial math. We need spatial math, so we can actually do some calculations if you wanted to. And then we could do using / Unreal Engine.com / temporary / UI. Okay. And then we're gonna need using / verse.org. Oh my gosh, .org / assets. Okay, assets. Okay, there we go. That's all the using statements we really need. And yeah, so we're basically almost done with it. That was basically halfway already. So now we're actually gonna make a class. Okay, and we could just call this player variables, or we could do player variable, because this is for every single player is gonna have this. Okay, they're gonna have a player variable class, okay? And this is gonna contain all of their data that we choose to put in it. But one thing I want to mention, okay, is that this data in here does not save, okay? Because Fortnite Epic Games hasn't added verse persistence yet, which I really want, but they haven't added it yet. And if they do add it, then we can make our own currencies, which would be crazy, and all that. So I'm gonna let's do rank. So we're gonna, actually, I'm gonna put a comment in. I'm gonna just call this, put rank bar initial here. Okay, I'm saving that for later. And then we're gonna, under here, we can actually put what I was talking about, or goals and all that stuff, okay? And you're gonna notice that this will save, okay? Only reason why is because we're actually making this value the same as the value in the tracker, okay? And the tracker can save, so it's a bit annoying, but this just makes it easier to do goals and all that, okay? Because each player will have their own. This just makes it easier. You don't have to do this, but yeah. So we're making a goal here, and we're putting a private tag, meaning it can't just be edited, right, when we access it here. We're gonna have to actually use functions to access it. So we can do int equals, and this can be whatever goal you want. Okay, I'm gonna just put 25, and then we can actually put our current value, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get the private tag, private, and we're gonna make it an int, of course, and let's just set this to 0 because it shouldn't be more than 0 at first. All right, and now this is what I was talking about. We're gonna have to do functions to actually get our values and set our values. So I'm gonna do get current goal. Is an int, okay? It's not a void function or anything like that. It's int. So then we could do return current goal, okay? And then we could actually copy this if we wanted to, put it down here, shift tab this back, and we could do instead set current goal. And inside of here, we could actually put change, and then we could put int, because when we're setting it, right, we can just put the value we want to set it to in here, okay? And then all we really need to do is set current goal equal to change. Pretty simple. And then we can actually just copy all this, put it down here, I'm gonna put it here. Instead of current goal, right, we're gonna do current value. So we're gonna go here, value, change this to value, and we're gonna change these to value as well, okay? And value. All right, there we go. Pretty simple. And that's all we need to do right now for our player variable class. But what I want to also mention, which I forgot to mention, is this right here. What this is actually the agent, basically. So we actually are able to have the agent inside this class and stored right here. So of course, with other agents, they're gonna have a different agent in them because this is personal to them, right? So yeah, that's all we have to do for our player variable. Now we have to go to our rank system, and we're gonna start off by getting some using statements again, right? And what I'm gonna actually do is basically copy the ones we already have up here, okay? Put them here, right? I'm gonna add some extras, all right? Basically only really one extra, which is gonna be using, and we're gonna do /verse.org/ and let's do simulation /tags, okay? That's all we really need. Alright, and now, what I'm gonna do is actually copy and paste from our website, okay? Okay, and the only reason, okay, to this. All right, this specific part is because it's very annoying, and writing it out is gonna take extremely long. And I would also recommend you copying this part, okay? For any time you really want to make a progress bar, okay? And I'm gonna explain it after. So let me copy it, and what we're gonna do. So alright. So what I'm gonna do is paste it right here. The link to our website will be in the comments, and you just need to look for the part which says rank progress bar. Okay, as we see, we do get some things because we need to put these using statements in, which I forgot to do. So we're gonna hover over these, copy this, and we're just gonna paste it up here. We're gonna copy this. Oh my god, damn it. We're gonna copy this, we're gonna paste it right here, and that solves our errors. Okay, so let me explain this code to you. Okay, just so you know, this was not exactly my code, but because only reason with that is because I'm not that far into Verse, and there's not even much information about this. So I did take this from, I think it was Warforge, yeah. So I did take some of it, but I edited it a lot. So yeah, that's why you might see something that says update health bar, even though this is not a health bar. Okay, so yes. So what basically happens here is we're just making the base, right, with the color. It's just a color block. Okay, so there's two color blocks. There's one under it, which is like black or whatever, and there's one on top of it, which is the yellow one, which is the color I put for it. As you see, 0, 0, 0, and then yeah, this is just the color of the text, right? And then this sets the text, and it just puts the goal and all that, right? The current goal and the goal, right? So yeah. And then here, we update the width and all that. So we actually calculate the width here, which is getting the bar size and the rank percentage, which is the current goal and the new goal. Alright, and that's pretty simple. But what happens down here is that the issue is you can't exactly just update it immediately. So what happens is we're making a new, basically a new progress bar on top of it, and that creates a new one. Okay, because for some reason you can't just update the old one, and then so we, as you see, we remove the old one, and then we create a new one right here. And then here we're just putting it into our widget right here. Pretty simple. This is just getting the width and all that. So yeah, this is just calculating width, but the main part is down here where we create it. Okay, so what I want to tell you is if you want to edit where the positions and where the Y position is, this is just for the progress bar. The image and the progress bar have different X and Y values. So here you can change this X value, you can change this Y value, you can change this X value, you can change that and all that. Okay, you could change that to your liking. And since we have this right now in our player variables, we can actually add something right where I put this. Right, we can do rank bar. Oh, what the rank bar is rank progress bar, right? And that's equal to rank progress bar curly brackets. And what this is doing is actually creating it on the player variable. So each player will have a separate rank progress. Okay, so this is how multiplayer will actually work even better than the old rank system. Okay, yeah. So now we have all this, right? Now we're gonna go down here, right, to this part, which is our main class. And right here, we're just gonna add a tag. So we're gonna do all spawners. Spawners is equal to class, and we're gonna do tag and then curly brackets. Okay, so we're just making a tag for our spawners, just like the last system for ranks. And then now we're gonna make a player map. So player map, var player map, and then colon brackets, and then we're gonna just put agent, and then we're gonna do player variable. Okay, we're gonna equal that to map. We're just doing some simple things. And now down here, what I'm gonna do, oh, what the, okay, that's not what I meant to do at all, but we're gonna do @editable elimination tracker. And this is the tracker, the device we made earlier, right? We're gonna make that colon, and then we're gonna define it. So this is tracker underscore device equals tracker underscore device curly brackets. Okay, right there, pretty simple. Okay, now this is to the part where we get to actually the images of the texture of the ranks. Okay, basically last time in the rank system we used HUD message devices, but that had a limitation where we couldn't put an unlimited amount of ranks, right? But now I have come up with a new system, okay, which will have multiple basically it can have as many ranks as you want, and it uses the inbuilt verse like system of putting an image texture into a canvas, okay, and displaying it in a verse. Alright, so one thing I want to note, right, is to do this, okay, we're gonna go into UEFN. Okay, and I would recommend making a folder to keep everything organized, right? So let's right click, make a folder, and call it ranks. Alright, and now let's go into here, and then we're gonna have to create our ranks. So I'm gonna only create like 3, okay? And yeah, so here we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Pixlr, okay? So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna search up on the browser here, I'm gonna search up Pixlr, okay? And Pixlr.com. Alright, and right here I already made some before for a commission. But yeah. So we're gonna make this 750 by 250, okay? So let's just go here, create new, and we're gonna make this 750 by, I believe it was 200 that I said. Let me just quickly check right here because I have it right here. 250. Okay, I messed. It was 700, and the height was 250. Okay, and I'm gonna make this like a time lapse of me making these ranks. So here we go. Alright, so I've made the ranks. Okay, so I'm going to press import here, and I'm just going to go to where I stored them, so rank folder. I'm just going to put all of them in here. Okay, there we go. Got all the ranks, and they're going to look a little bit squished, but that's fine. Make sure to put the text in there as well, because that's extremely, and I mean extremely important, because it was kind of a hassle to like make the text and stuff, so just make it into all of an image, right? And it'll be pretty easy. So remember, 700 times 250, okay? That is the resolution of these images, okay? Alright, so now we have that done. Now we can go back into Visual Studio, right? And basically, what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna put these textures in here. Okay? So we're gonna do bronze 1, alright? I called it that. And we're gonna make this, the type texture is equal to what? Right, we don't know what it's made of. So you see right here, we have a folder called ranks, and that's the folder we just made. But what I would recommend, if you want to know where your images are, we would go to assets.digest.verse. And here we go. We see this is our folder containing all these ranks. And that's how we get the texture of the image, right? We get the image, basically, from the folder. So what we're gonna have to do is equal to ranks.bronze 1. Well, I think I did _1. There we go. Now we can copy this, put it down here. I'm gonna call this silver 1, and then I'm just gonna rename this to silver. And we're gonna do it again, but instead it's gonna be gold. So gold, change this to gold _1, and there we go. That's all the ranks I'm gonna personally put. Okay, and yeah. So now what we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna do the same thing we did last time with init spawners. Okay, spawners, put parentheses, and we're gonna make this void. Okay, and then we're gonna do spawners is equal to get creative objects with tag. Okay, tag, and then we're gonna do parentheses, all spawners, curly brackets. Okay, and now we're gonna do a for loop to go through all the objects with these spawners. So spawners like this, spawners go down with a colon. So inside of here, we're gonna do if spawner is equal to player _spawner, okay. And then we're gonna do brackets obj, and then we're gonna go down. We're gonna do spawner dot spawned event dot subscribe. Okay, and we're gonna make on player function. So on player spawn function. So I'm gonna keep that right there. And up here it's giving me an error because I forgot to do underscore device, and it doesn't know what this is yet. Okay. So we're gonna keep that for later. But in on begin, we're gonna move to on begin. We're gonna do print. I'm gonna say rank system started. Okay, there we go. And that's how we're gonna know, oh, everything is, it should be working. Okay, so we're gonna do init spawners, and then we're gonna do get play space. Okay, parenthesis dot player remove event parenthesis dot subscribe, and then on player remove. Okay, and we're gonna make this later, just like last time from our old code. Now we're just gonna add a sleep to wait. Okay, and one thing I want to do is basically, so we did this right, of course, but one thing I want to do is I want to shout out someone called Bagger. Okay. Because they literally saved me, okay, because I was having so much trouble with this rank system, and they helped me figure a lot out. Okay, so they helped me a lot with this specific part, because for some reason the rank system wasn't getting applied to everyone, and that was very annoying. So okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do all spawners is equal to get play space, space dot get players, and we're gonna do parentheses on both of these. And seems like, oh, I actually did all spawners. I don't know why I did all spawners, but all players. Okay, and then we're gonna do for player, all players, and we're gonna go down another line here, print. Okay, we can do print. We're gonna do here for our print, we're gonna say player granted rank. Okay, I'll just say that, and then we're gonna do on player spawned, and then we're just gonna put inside player, and obviously we're gonna put this function basically right now. But I don't know why on player spawn, but whatever. I'm just gonna use on player spawn as our function. So there we go. We're just gonna do on player spawn, right? And then we're gonna do parentheses agent, and then we are going to do void equals. Okay, so in our on player spawn, we're gonna do if player obj, so our player object is equal to player, and so basically this is getting our player from the agent. Okay, so now we can do if player exists is equal to player map and brackets agent. Okay, and then we're gonna do colon, move down, and we're gonna make it else, because of course we don't want to do the same thing if the player already exists in our player map. Right, so now here we're actually gonna start making the player get their variables, and we're assigning them their player variables, right? Basically that. We're gonna do PV is player variables, and then we're gonna do is equal to player variables, and then we're gonna do curly brackets, and we're gonna do agent OB, because that's what we put inside of player variables, and we're gonna make that equal to agent. Okay, and what is it having here? There's a problem. Unknown identifier player variable. I think that might be because player variables. Unknown identifier. Okay. Okay. Let me fix this real quick, and I'll just figure out the solution. I'll be back. Okay. I found the solution. I don't know why. Okay. It's because the class is actually called player variable and not player variables. Okay. So that's why that happened. But now we're gonna do pv.rankBar. Okay. .init. Okay. Because there is a function inside of if we go over here, right up here, there is something called init, I believe. Yep, right here, init, and this just sets the text and all that. So yeah, so in here we need to supply two things: our current goal and our current value, right? So we're gonna do pv.get current value parenthesis comma pv dot get current goal. Okay, there we go. So now we just need to access the rank bar again and make it so it shows it to everyone. So we do rank bar dot show UI for player, and inside we're gonna put player obj, because that's what our function needs. Okay, yes. All right, so now we need to actually always set our current value, right? Because our current value is just never gonna change unless we actually set it to something. So we're gonna do a spawn function here, and we're gonna put inside of here, we're gonna say set current current value, actually set current kills, okay, and we're gonna put inside agent. Okay, that's what we're gonna require. So how about right now we go over here and let's actually make it. So let's do set current kills agent, and then we're gonna do void is equal to, and then we're gonna go down here, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna do a loop. But before we can do a loop, we have to go here, right after the parentheses, we have to add a suspense tag, okay, because that allows us to actually use a loop and all. So now we can do loop, and then we're gonna do sleep 0.01. That's basically instant. So now we can do if v pv, and that's gonna be player variable is equal to player map, right, map, and then we're gonna do brackets and agent. Now we're gonna do colon, move down a line, and we're gonna do pv dot set current value, and then we're gonna make that to be elimination tracker dot get value, and we're gonna put inside agent. Okay, there we go. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do pv dot rank bar dot update width and text, and then parentheses, and then we're gonna put inside of here pv dot get current value, and then we're gonna do comma pv dot get current goal. Okay, there we go. So now we're updating it constantly, and we're also gonna update the width and all that. Okay, yeah. So now down here, over here, now all we need to do is we're gonna do another spawn function, and this is for our rank update loop, basically. So we're gonna do rank update loop. Okay, that's basically what I'm gonna call it, and then we can do parentheses, and we could get the agent. I'm gonna put the agent, and we're gonna do player obj. Okay, and of course we haven't made this yet. Before we make that really quickly, I'm just gonna do down here option. Okay, set player map, and then brackets agent equals pv. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna make this rank update loop function. So how about we go under this, right, that we just made. We're gonna do rank update loop, and we're gonna obviously, we already put what we wanted for this. We wanted the agent, and we need the type player. Okay, and now we can add the suspense function. Just like the last system, we're gonna use a loop, of course. And just so you know, this is not gonna allow so your rank can go backwards. Okay, it can only go forwards and only, okay, just so you know. And whoever asked me for how can I make it so you can lose a rank, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm actually not sure because I didn't make a system for that yet, or basically I don't even know how I would start making that system with editing this system, because this system uses loops and breaks, so I'm not sure how to do that. But yeah, so there's the answer to that as well. If you haven't already, join the Discord and subscribe and like the video. Okay, it's very appreciated. And as you see, I'm trying to give out free stuff, so, and this stuff hasn't even been made really in the UEFN community, so here you go. Okay, so yeah, so let's do loop, right? So this is our first loop, and we're gonna do sleep 0.01. Okay, and then up here above the loop, what we're gonna do is create our texture block. So we're gonna do rank texture block is a texture underscore block, and then we're gonna make that equal to texture underscore block. Okay, and then we're gonna do curly brackets, and we're gonna do default image is equal to, and this is gonna be your first rank. Okay, so inside of here you put your first rank. So I'm gonna put bronze 1 because that's my first rank, and then we're gonna put the size of our image. Okay, and I would recommend doing the size I choose here because it is a really good size. All right, yeah, but if you want to scale it up, right, you could just do like take the values times 2 and make it still even. Okay, so we're gonna do default desired size is equal to, and yes, vector 2. Right, like how this AI is telling me right now. I don't know why it's doing this, but sometimes it gets annoying. But we're gonna make x equal to 210.0 because it's a float. And for y, we are gonna do here, what we're gonna put for y is 0.4. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is down here, we're gonna do if elimination tracker dot, oh wait, what the, I actually separated elimination tracker dot get value, and we're gonna do parentheses agent is more or equal to 0. Then we're gonna go down a line, and we're gonna do if pv, and we're gonna do player. Actually, what we can do to speed it up, we're just gonna copy what we did up here, and we're gonna paste it. Okay, we can go down line, and we're gonna do pv dot set current goal, and you can just set this to whatever you want. But I'm gonna set it to 25, just like how we did in here. Okay, so now we got 25, and it seems like we're getting an error somewhere. Oh, never mind. That's something. Okay. So now we did that. Now we can do rank texture block, right? Dot image. Okay. Well, set image, and we can actually set it to whatever we want. Okay, and this needs to be parentheses, but because this is a function, so we can set this to whatever we want. But of course, this is our first rank, so we're just gonna leave it to bronze. Okay, and now we're gonna make a canvas to put this inside of. Okay, so we're gonna do new canvas is a canvas equals canvas, and then we can go down the line and we're gonna add some things. So we're gonna do slots is equal to array, go down on the line, and we'll do canvas underscore slot, go down another line, and we're gonna do widget is equal to rank texture block. Okay, oh, I actually wrote canvas slot, and then we're gonna do anchors is equal to anchors, and yeah. Okay, so for the anchors, I'm just gonna copy what we put up here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna edit the value. So we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna put it right. Okay, well, we can remove this. All right, I'm gonna copy that, and for the anchors, I'm gonna put 0.9797, and instead of 0.47, I'm gonna just leave it to 0.4. And then same for alignment. Okay, so we're gonna do alignment is equal to vector 2, I believe, and then we can do curly brackets, and we're just gonna do x is equal to 0.97 comma y is equal to 0.4. Okay, there we go. And now we just need to add the canvas into the player, the UI for the player. So we can do player UI is equal to get player UI bracket player, and we could do colon and move down, and we're gonna do player UI dot add widget in parentheses new canvas. Okay, and then we're gonna do print added rank widget. Okay, there we go. And now right outside of this, we can add a break. There we go. And you're gonna be wondering, oh my god, do I have to do this each single time we have to add a new rank? No. Okay, it's actually very easy. So now we're gonna go down here, and all we actually really need to do is do loop. We're gonna do another loop, and we're gonna do sleep 0.01, and then all we need to do is do if elimination tracker dot get value. Okay, again, same thing, get value agent is more or equal to 25. Go down another line, and we're gonna do if player variable, just like how we did up here, right? This player variable, we're not just paste that right here. Go down on the line, and then all we need to do is do pv dot set current goal, and now you could put in here whatever next goal you want, right? I'm gonna choose 50, just to increase by like 25 each time, and then we could just do rank texture block dot set image, and then inside of it we just put the next rank after, and I'm just gonna do silver 1, right? And then all we need to do is just copy this, paste it down here, shift tab this back over here, change this to 50. I'm gonna just change this to like maybe 75 or something, and then we could change it to gold 1 instead. And I think that's all the ranks I want. And of course, I forgot to add a break to each of these. So we're gonna add a break here and a break to here. Alright, so all you have to do when you want to add a new rank is copy this and paste it again, and then set these values here and set the image to what you want, right? And to add more images, of course, you just copy this and set the location and all that. Alright, now we're almost done. All we need to do is just make our on player removed function, right? So now what we're gonna do is do on player remove agent, and we do void equal, and then we're gonna do if agent is equal to agent bracket player left. Okay, I'm gonna go down another line. I actually put player left. This is supposed to be agent, but the thing is you can't have multiple things called agent, so it's kind of annoying. So we're just actually gonna call this player left. Okay, and we're just gonna put here player left. Okay, and then we could do if in here we do if actual player is equal to player map bracket agent. We go down another line. Okay, and then we could do var temp all player map. Okay, colon bracket agent, and then we could do player variable, right? That player variable is equal to map curly bracket. Go down another line. We could do for key, and then we'll do this arrow. Okay, and we're gonna do value player map. Okay, comma, we're gonna do key, and we're gonna check if that is not equal to agent. Go down the line, and we're gonna do set temp all players map equal to oh wait, actually I didn't put players, so we're gonna do player map, and we're gonna do concate and Nate maps, and we're gonna do temp all player map, comma, map, curly brackets, key, and we'll make that equal, arrow, and then we're gonna do a value. Okay, now we can get out of this for loop, and we do set player map equal to temp all player map, and there we go. That's all the code we need. And yeah, so just to wrap things up a bit, and then after we're gonna test it out, to add a new rank, all I have to do is copy paste this and set the location and the variable name, of course. And then if you want to change position, so if you want to change the progress bar position, you change these X, Y values on all these, okay, to all the same ones, of course. And then to change the image X and Y values, you just change them here, okay. And there we go. So now we can go in UEFN, right? We could do build verse code, okay? And now we could go to content browser, go to creative devices, bring this out, elimination tracker. We set that to elimination tracker. And then we have to go to our spawn pads and add a tag, okay? All spawners. And then we do tag all spawners. Wait, tag in here, all spawners, okay? So now I'm gonna launch session and I'm gonna bring another account in. So I'll see you guys when I am in Fortnite. Okay, so I am back in I'm in Fortnite and I got my other account. So before I start, I'm just gonna get a quick weapon. So let's go. Oh my god, weapons, and I'm just gonna get this weapon. You know what? I want this weapon. I don't know. I'm gonna just go here and then just drop them here. So start game, okay? And I'm gonna take these, and as we see, it worked, but for some reason, our image isn't displayed, which is strange. So what I'm gonna do, okay? So let me just make sure. I'm gonna go here, okay? And I'm just gonna go over here. And I think all we need to see is if we have any problems, anything we missed, okay? So we added the widget right here, new canvas. Slots is equal to array. Canvas slot widget is this, right? Okay, so let's see. Did we miss anything? So that's good right there. Oh, that's really bad on me. Okay, I actually put here 0.4, which means it's probably impossible to see. Okay, so we're supposed to set this to 75, so sorry about that. I think I messed up this. These are the positions, and then this is the size. So I think that's it. So now let's go into UEFN. I'm just gonna build verse code, push verse changes, and this won't take that long. So connecting, and we're in. All right, and I'm gonna just get the guns again, or the save point device, right? Let's check. Did I put save loadout? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so now if I start the game, I should have my guns though. So let's see. Oh yep, I have my guns, and look at that. It also saved the progress bar. And on my other account, I have also I still have 0 kills. So that's working perfectly, and as you see, it's going up, and all that. So, I'm gonna just pause real quick, and I'm just gonna get to, like, 24 kills to show you that it works. Okay, so I'm, as you see, I'm at 24, so I'm about to make it, so let's see what happens. So, okay, let's go, come on, and boom! And as you see, we got rank silver, and the goal increases. So, I hope you like this tutorial, right? And GloomCraft is about inspiration and learning. So I can't wait to see you guys next time, as always. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.